Uh-oh.
Come on.
Yep.
There you go. Nice.
You got him? Oh, yeah, there we go.
That's a solid looking fish. Big belly on
There
it.
we go.
You
Nice
think that's a female, right?
That one probably is.
Yeah, look
Young
at the
female.
belly. That's a nice looking fish. Real healthy looking, fat.
Pretty
so he's
fish.
what, about 3.5
Yeah, about
pounder?
3.5, pushing forward with
Yeah,
the belly, but that's
a good looking fish.
Healthy.
Get him
Yeah,
Cool.
No leeches in it.
out. Show him up.
Nice fish.
Get him back in there. Good job, buddy.
They are around. We're getting closer. Look at all the bugs.
I got him. That's a big one.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get him in. That's a nice fish. Who do you think he is?
I think he ain't in the boat yet. That's what I think.
Want to grab him? Flip him up. Thanks, brother.
Good.
That was a good hit, too. He whacked that thing. Look at that. So I'm using this little Rockport Rattler with a skinny dipper.
Yep.
And I'm just pitching this around in between the hyacinth and the mats here. And this fish come up and inhaled it. That was a good hit. Did
Yeah,
you
it
see
was.
him wake up on it?
Yeah.
That's the fun about throwing these. When you all of a sudden, you know, you'll just see this fish come up and he'll just come up behind it and suck it right in. I had him perfectly hooked in his lip. I'm gonna get this fish back in. It's a Florida black bass. It's a pretty fish. They're really strong too when they hit. It's like a little freight train coming on. But I wanna get him back in. We'll put him on this side so you all can see him in the sun. And he'll just take right off and see. Look at that, perfect. Awesome.
Good job, dude.
Thanks, brother. Let's see if we can get some more. You're watching Ultimate Catch. I'm your host, Captain Eric Ciocher. I'm out today with my guest, Darrell Davis, and we're out here on Headwaters Lake in Fellsmere, Florida. Darrell, it's fantastic to have you out here on the show fishing with me again. It's great to see you, good buddy.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I think we're going to have a good day today.
All right, man. I'm excited. Let's get out there and see what we can do.
Yeah, let's get after him.
Cool.
That's the one I just missed a minute ago.
So he was in there,
Yep. I
So
just
we-
had to move over about a foot.
and he hit it. Nice looking
And
fish.
he's kind of thin. He's been in the cold
What's in
water.
his mouth?
Just a piece of grass. Good looking fish though.
Yeah. Yep. We're trying to do some punching now of the mats. See if we can't get some fish that way, which you just saw Darrell did get one. When it's cooler out, the punching technique is good because the fish get up under the mats. And I guess it's warmer under there, or they just like it better.
When it's canopied like this, the top of that mat will hold the heat, so they'll get right up under it and put their back on it. You got him.
There you go.
You got him.
Set the hook on that
he in
one.
the
I
boat?
was like, yeah, he's coming. There he is, a little yearling bass. Headwaters Lake, Fellsmere, Florida. Doing some bass fishing here with Darrell Davis. Look at all the bait in the water here. You see all the fry? Got him?
Yep.
Big one? Nice. All right. That's a nice 2.5 pound fish.
Pretty fish too. Look how colorful. Clean it
Good
is.
job, buddy. Good looking fish.
Yeah.
Look at the spots, the way they're so
Yeah.
pronounced on these. And that's a
You got
Florida
that
black
little,
bass.
See the little black dot?
Yeah.
Those are the ones that usually get big when they get
Oh,
those
yeah?
black dots on them.
Huh. Well, that's going to be a giant
Yep.
one day, that fish.
That's going to be a 10-pounder one day. It'll feel sluggish when they bite it. I mean, if you don't feel the bite, it'll just feel heavy. And all you have to do when you think you got a bite is hold your rod up and check them
Yeah.
and let them pull you.
He didn't have it. Got him? There it is. As I was talking about.
Mhm.
You got him. Let me see him. Oh yeah, nice fish. Another what? Look at how fat
Yeah,
these
yeah.
things are. It's amazing. 1.5 pound, 2
Yeah.
pound fish.
It's funny how some of them are fat.
He hit it
some of
right
them
on
aren't.
impact.
Good looking fish. The wind's got us moving. There's probably a bunch of fish right here.
You got him out of there in
Yeah.
that tree.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was just saying though, there's gotta be fish here.
I'm getting all the little ones out of the way.
Another pound so I can catch a big one.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch the little ones out of your way so you can get the big ones.
Still a fish. I'd be happy to catch him. Another one?
Yep.
Flying fish. There's a bunch of little ones up in there, huh? Oh, I just had one on mine, Darrell. Right here. Come right after it was gonna eat it, like about that size though, a little scoop.
So people think it's funny they see me smelling the fish, but what I'm doing is trying to figure out what bait they're eating. Sometimes you can smell the crawdads between the bluegills, and that one there, you could smell the bluegills on his breath, believe it or
So
not.
that's what he's eating.
Yeah. So that's what makes, you know, flipping a little beaver bait like that so good, because it's mimicking a little brim and they're getting chased.
You get him?
So it took us a while, but we finally figured out these fish are buried in the mats. See, that's actually a little F1 tiger bass. You can tell.
Oh yeah, look at that.
See the way he's all striped up?
Yeah.
So that's definitely an F1.
So do they get real big, those?
Yeah, these are the
I
ones
thought
that
I've
get...
seen pictures of them giant at times.
These are the fast growing. So,
See
you
that?
know, within 5 years, he'll be 7-8 pounds,
Wow.
especially in here.
Cool, yeah.
Good little specimen there.
That's a nice looking fish.
Yeah.
So what are we looking for? When somebody's fishing like this, why don't you explain how they're, you know, how they come at this if they come out here and it's a cooler day today, right? For bass.
So what it took me a little bit to figure out was they get under this hydrilla in any blown in mats that has a canopy under it. So the hydrilla that's just grown to the top for 500 acres is not what you're looking for. You're looking for a hydrilla that's grown up and it has a lean over it. Whenever you punch through it, there's a gap underneath it. So it's almost like a house. So they swim underneath it. There's a shelf under there that they can roam 5-10 feet either way, and they'll manage a little area of their own, and then the next fish will have his own little area. Sometimes 2 or 3 fish are together, but most of the time you'll be 5 to 10 feet apart on your bites because that little fish has his little roam that he's doing. And he just waits for a brim to come through or a bait to pop through the top, like what we're doing, and then they just come up and eat it.
Got one? Big one? Nice.
Fat one.
So where was that guy hiding?
They're starting to get, see, there's no signs of spawning yet.
No.
They don't have any red on them or
He's
anything.
kind of thin.
They're just staging under these mats.
Yeah.
He was right under there. That little gator laying there.
Oh yeah, look at the alligator right here. You never know what you're gonna come up on, but the gators are pretty common. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's a cute little guy, but an apex predator. And even that little gator, you don't want to mess with him.
Uh-oh.
So what do you think they're eating when they're down in
They're
that
eating
area?
brim. See, I'm trying to mimic a brim. And that's why I actually put this color on. It's called,
That one's looking like he's eating good.
the color's called
Rattler,
warmouth. It looks like a little brim coming through. That's what they're feeding on. You can
They're
smell
all, so these are all, like, a lot of these are yearling or year and a half old bass.
These are the males that are trying to, they're staging to pull up the spawn.
To spawn up in
The
here.
females, they're out here on this outside edge where the males are under that stuff. Because the male will get up there and make the bed first, get it all ready, and then that female, she'll move into where they were, and then when it's time to spawn, she'll be right up there with them.
So they'll fan it out.
But they're staging under them right now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the next moon phase, I would think there would be some more trying to spawn. So really, like when you pop it in, you go, ooh, I got a bite. Hold your rod up, let him pull you down, and you just lean back into him. Like
Okay.
the last one that I caught.
Got you. Yeah, I don't want to brain me.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can put a little thump into it, but you don't want to reel down and set the hook, because when you reel down, you're letting the weight fall. They feel it in the bottom of their mouth, and they'll spit it before you swing, and then when you swing, the bait comes out. And that's something that I've learned over the years. It's not anything anybody's told me. And it's definitely true, because you lose so many fish on a heavy weight when you lower your rod tip down.
So basically, when he hits, just keep it
Just
let him pull you down.
When you keep your rod tip up, let him put pressure on it, and you just lean back, and that hook will do the work.
Okay.
See how I laid the line down on the edge of the grass? And then you just let it sink. And then you're kind of painstakingly pulling it right on the face of that grass. So if I'm flipping along, you shouldn't move it more than, like I say, half the distance of what we're doing. Because I'm already, as many bites as I've had, I'm already positive that the bigger females are right out here. Every one we've been catching is a male. You'll probably end up catching 2 or 3 giants today. But you gotta have the patience to do. Watch me. See how I just lean back?
Yeah. See there? There you go. Cool.
See how I leaned back and I didn't set the hook?
Yeah, nice. That's a nice fish.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a fat one. Look at that one. Pretty cool.
That was textbook you was asking, so. Look how fat he is. He's ready to spawn. He's getting close.
Cool. Big fish, nice looking fish, really healthy.
Yeah.
So you think that's a female?
No, this is a little male. This
is
a male.
It's looking pretty fat for a male. All right, a chunky one.
This lake has giant females, so they got to have big males to go with them.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't want to just lower it back down in there easy. That turns them off. They want a natural dart. Because what it is, they're sitting in there, that thing pops through, and they're like, what was that? You hop it up to the top, and it makes the brim, because the brim feed on the bottom of this hydrilla, the little microorganisms stuff. So the brim's up there feeding. When it goes up, they see it. When it comes down again, they got it. A lot of times they hit it as soon as it goes through. That's why I'm telling you to keep that other hand ready. Keep your rod up here.
Okay.
Up here, let it fall. Up here, let it fall.
Oh, okay.
That way when you get bit, like I just showed you, you let him pull you down and you reel, keep it steady like this, and then you just lean into them.
Oh, okay.
So when you get these isolated patches like this, the thickest part is what you want to hit. 3 hops, get it out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he's in there, he's going to catch it on the first or second. Don't lower it back down in there.
Just
Pop it up, let it fall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they get underneath there, the brim get under, the whole food chain will get under it. So they don't have to go far to feed.
Here we are. I got
Get him,
one.
man, get him.
Oh, man.
You got to lean back on him. Yeah. So now check your hook. See, but you pumped him and you gave him some slack.
I didn't know he was there at
The hook
first.
never came through. So when you feel the bite, lean back, like let
Should
the
I
rod
go
bug.
back? That was a big fish too, dude.
Yeah.
Go back in there.
Try it.
Stay down, he'll hit again, but.
Get him, man. Set the hook. Set it. Pull up on him. Pull a lot of pressure up. Like, put your hand right there. Yeah.
Nope. Watch your hand.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was a big fish, too. Did you see him at all?
Yeah, I saw him. Like 5-pounder.
Come on.
He was. That's why I said set the hook. No, let me see your bait.
Oh, okay.
Whenever you miss a fish, it's exposed.
I got it. And it'll just get hung out.
Yeah.
I see. Damn it.
Yeah, so late, like, look.
Is that okay like
So
that?
here's the deal with flipping versus casting. Whenever you cast and you get one on, you can just kind of,
Yeah.
But dude, when you get one in there, lay into him and never let up. Never give them
Just
anything.
Keep tension on, yeah.
Keep reeling and keep pulling.
Oh,
Once you catch a giant doing this, it's so addicting. It's crazy. That's a good shot. So you're learning the feel of the weight in the rod now.
Yeah.
Get it. Lean back. Start reeling. Keep reeling. Keep reeling. Keep reeling. Keep the rod up. Straight up. Don't bow. Don't bow. Do not bow to that fish. You'll lose it. Keep the rod up. Quit bowing. Quit reeling down and bowing. See?
Oh, come on.
If you bow to him, you're gonna lose him every time.
You got me stuck.
Look, you never stop putting that when you reel down.
Pull him out. Okay.
See, look, you had him up here, but then you went. When you lay down, he's
just
done.
Keep coming back.
Never stop. See, now that we're in the sunlight, see how that stuff just kind of bloomed up? See when you pulled it, how it's open underneath it?
Mm-hmm.
So they're wanting the thickest part because of more shade. The sunlight's popping through all these holes. So they're sitting under that shade watching that sunlight. Fish comes through there, they eat it. But you can't pitch this heavy weight through a hole because it's just
shoot straight down, guy.
When you punch through there, it's going fast, but not too fast that they can't catch it.
I got a fish.
Get him. Lean back.
I got him.
Up. Reel as you're going up. Don't bow down. Don't bow down.
Right, come on.
No,
No, he's still there.
There you go.
There you go. I didn't even see him. All of a sudden, he was just leaning on it.
Yeah.
Got him. Cool.
Yeah. In the future, though, don't choke way up here when you swing them fish.
Oh, okay.
It's got enough power
Cool.
to flip them.
So we got one. I'm trying the punching technique through the grass, and we got this fish. That's a cool looking fish. See, about 1 3/4 pounds. Nice fat fish, yeah. He pulled hard, he got in there. They get in that grass, it's so thick, you're pulling up the fish and the grass. Look at the eyes on them so they could see everything. So what they're doing is they're waiting under that grass, and when you drop that weight through with that jig, they come out and eat it, and then that's it. You get them. All right, I'm gonna get it back in the water so it can go and become a bigger, healthier fish. Go on, fish. It took off like a bullet. Okay, awesome. Get him. There you go. Get out of there. Nice, good job.
You see how I just leaned back?
Yeah. Nice and smooth. Good looking fish there. That's a chunky little guy. Nice fish.
See,
Yeah, there's a lot of these.
See how he's hooked?
Yeah.
So that tells me that he came up and did this on it. He just came up and rolled on it.
Gobbled it up.
That's why it hooked on the bottom of the lip.
Good job. That's why you do this for a living. Good one, man. Yeah. All right, let's get back in here. Maybe he's got another one. There might be a couple on
See, now
there,
look.
right?
Somehow we picked up different rods.
That's what happened.
That's on your rod.
Oh, he stole. That's what happened. He
See?
stole my
and he
rod.
bit your bait.
Wow.
You were worried I had a different color. It wasn't going to work.
So Darrell, why don't you explain to people like what you do as a pro?
Well, we make our living fishing tournaments. So I'm not a guide. I don't take people fishing. So I'm professional tournament angler. So we travel the nation fishing tournaments against other pros. So we start fishing in January, and usually by August, September, we're done, but I think next year we're gonna roll all the way into November. So a good 11 months straight on the road. And I fish 2 different trails, so it's gonna be leaving one tournament and driving right to the next tournament. For probably 3 months straight, I won't be home at all. I won't have a day off. Other than the day off I get, I'll be driving to the next tournament.
And it's hard work out there, so if you're thinking, oh, I want to be a bass pro, well, you know, I mean, I wish you the best of luck, but it's not an easy job, and these guys work hard. They're hustling, running from one spot to another, you know, and you got to get all your sponsors together. It's a multifaceted job. So, well, I'm gonna get back to catching fish though, but that's it in a short. Let's get on. Oh, look at him go!
Pitch it back in there. Like, throw it. Hurry up. Throw it right back in there. Throw it way
get
past.
over you, watch
Throw
out.
it way past and do the same thing. There you go. Bring it right exactly. Yeah, let it sink some. There you go.
Oh! Oh!
Get him, son.
I got
Get
him.
Get him. Horse him out of there.
I'm trying.
Horse him out of there. Oh yeah, he's on it. He's boiling. Once you get him up above the grass, you got him.
Come on, fish.
There he is. He's a big
Come
one.
on, fish. We can't get to him.
You get him? Oh, not yet.
Damn
You
it.
get him above that grass, he's coming.
He's in there though. I can't get him. Did he come off?
No, he didn't come off. He's not gonna come off now. He's hooked.
I don't know about that. He's not moving.
He's not moving because he's in the grass. That's the way you want him. Don't let him get any slack, and I'll back up and turn the boat in there and go get him.
All right, I hope we can get him.
Oh, we can get him.
That's gotta be a big fish on there.
All right, you ready? Keep tension.
Keep in tension. I'm gonna let you grab him.
You just keep tensing. I'll get him.
All right, I hope we can get this guy, man. That'd be awesome. Still there?
Yep, I see his tail. He's a big one.
All right.
Do not
oh, yeah,
let him-
he's right there. He's right there. Yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah, that's a fat one. Look at that. Get him, Darrell. Come on, buddy.
I don't want to grab your line, but I got to.
There he goes.
You got him? Look at that. Beautiful. That was awesome how he chased it at first.
Yeah, it
then we
was.
threw it back. That was fantastic. Look, and I got him on the Rockport Rattler, man.
You sure did.
That was pretty cool, huh? Sorry, dude.
That's a nice fish.
Look at that. I'm using a rattling hook with a little skinny dipper. A Houdini color, right, Darrell?
Yep, Houdini.
So there you go. Can I see him?
Yeah, man.
That's a nice fish. Look at that. That was great, and it buried itself in the grass.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a good looking fish. I'd say that's like 4 pounds,
yeah,
you know?
Close to 4, yeah.
That's a fat fish. All right, Darrell, I'm gonna get this fish back in order. Look how beautiful that fish is. That's a perfect specimen of a bass. I'm gonna drop him on this side so we get a good shot of him taking off, and you'll see how healthy my fish is. Ready? Look at that. That's awesome. Perfect catch. That's my ultimate catch for today. I'm really happy I got a nice one coming out of there. It was fantastic. It just come boil up. Darrell and I both saw it boil on my lure, and then I threw right back into the same spot, came through, and man, it didn't miss it the second time. Wham! And we were on. So I'm gonna get back to fishing. That was fun. It's a good one.
It is a good one. Yeah.
That's a good fish there.
Right on the edge of the grass.
Yeah, I brought it right down the edge, and he hammered it. Look at that.
Yep.
That's a fat little chunky. When he gets big, he'll be a Hippopota-Bass. When he grows, this could be a really big fish one day.
Did you catch him on the Houdini?
Yeah, and the Rockport Rattler hook. Right along that edge, so you can't see it here, but there's an edge, and it's really pronounced if you're looking in the water, and the fish will stay under that. It's like a ledge made from grass. And they'll stay under that, and they'll kind of just be right there, and they'll come out and they'll ambush your lure as you're coming by. Pretty exciting way to catch fish. So I'm gonna let this fish get back in and try and get another one. There it goes. Oh, I got one. There you go. He hit it right at the boat. And look at that. There he is.
Right under the boat, didn't he?
Little guy, but he hit that speed worm. I was just moving that through. Come here, buddy. And he's hooked up.
Oh, the old machete worm.
Oh, I just got him on the side. Look at that. Another fish. Little chunk. Getting ready to be a big fish. And it's been a tough day because these Florida strain bass, they don't like the cold. I'm on. That's a good fish too. He's pulling.
Don't be too loud.
All right, hold on, let me get him out of here.
There he is, yep, you got him.
All right, he smashed that thing. Look at that. You know, now I would say, you know, people say the average fish in this lake is 3 pounds or whatever. I mean, I'm saying the average fish is probably, you know, pound and a half, 2 pounds. But that's changed. You know, they stocked over 1.5 million bass in here when this lake was started up, and they stocked a bunch of other fish, panfish and catfish. So there's a lot of other stuff in here that you can catch too. But there's a ton of bass in here, there's no doubt. I'm sure we would have caught a few giants too had it been not back-to-back cold fronts like we've been fighting. But when you're filming a TV show, you gotta film when you can go. And it ain't easy to time everything perfectly, but this is really beautiful weather. But the Florida strain bass are kind of, you know, they're temperamental.
To say the least.
Well, I'd like to take a minute to thank Darrell Davis, my pro angler and guest today. You know what, Darrell, it's been a great day out here. I mean, the weather's beautiful, but we're fishing between these Florida cold fronts. I mean, most people will be like, you know what, you guys, it's 70 degrees out. I mean, it's beautiful out here. It's a great day to spend with you out fishing, and I learn every time I come out. But these Florida strain bass, as you very well know, are going to be a little finicky. They're a little slower moving with these cold fronts coming through back to back. But it's still been a great day. I really enjoyed fishing with you, buddy, as usual.
Well, I appreciate you having me. We have had a good day. We've caught way more fish than I thought we would catch. It's been a wonderful day on the water. Like I say, what do they call it? Chamber of Commerce weather here in Florida. We're in between the fronts. We're after the fronts. So, you know, 2 or 3 days after a front's the worst time to fish in Florida, you know, as you know. But it's still the best time to be on the water is anytime you can get on the water. Anytime you can get out there. And I'd like to thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Ultimate Catch.